You're watching our special coverage of the terror attack in Punjab, which has left 5 people dead, including 3 civilians and 2 policemen. At the moment, we know that there are about 4 terrorists involved. We're still trying to get a handle on the sequence of events and how all of this played out. The government also saying a little while earlier that they're waiting for the operation to end before they make a statement.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. You know the shooting in Gurdaspur today and the incident going on?
Okay.
It's all over the news. There's some gunman fired on a passenger bus and they've gone into a police station in Gurdaspur and shot dead a few policemen as well. I've been tweeting. I suspect absolute foul play.
Okay.
So if somebody calls you, take the details or whatever, say we have no comment at the moment just in case, because it's happening in Gurdaspur where we're working. About 12:05, I'm on the radio, BBC Asian net video. I'll have a look at the news, yeah?
I will, yeah.
Okay, see you. How are you doing? Being CEO of Khalsa Aid and involved in Khalsa Aid, I feel I do need to speak up. That might be done. Khalsa Aid, can I help?
It is 14 minutes past 12 and you're listening to Nahar live on the BBC Asian Network. Well, let's bring Ravi Singh here, of course, who runs the charity Khalsa Aid. Ravi, very good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon, Nihal.
Do you think it's unrealistic to expect the mainstream media to cover these stories? Because essentially they are minority issues.
I think that you just hit the nail on the head. Minority issues should matter. We can make up stories about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and invade a country, but should we not question their human rights? You can't have a government that locks its own citizens up, calls them terrorists, gives them a minimum term or maximum term. They do their term, they've done their time, and they're still not released. I think it's a very important issue, not just a Sikh issue. It's a human rights issue, and we must demand that it is covered by the media.
I can let you go now, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye. Hello, how you doing?
Oh, you know, lucky things around.
Yeah, good. Need your help? So I grew up in a very small village, rural village in Punjab. I suppose my heart is still buried there. Growing up as a Sikh, young Sikh boy in a village where total freedom, nobody gave you a second look because everyone's a Sikh. You know, it's not something that you thought about. It's natural, second nature. When I moved to the UK, it was a completely different world. It was totally foreign to me, the language, the culture, the area, the houses. I've never been in aid work. I didn't work for an aid agency, so we just developed it. The ingredient is basically compassion. And when people say we want to help, how can we help? We say, look, all you need is a heart which has humanity, and you don't judge people on the race, religion, or color. If you have any of that, you can't work with us. And Khalsa Aid became the first ever Sikh cross-border organization in the world. And there was nothing like it before.
My name is Bal Sandhu. I am the General Secretary of Khalsa Aid, the humanitarian aid organisation. I am also Ravi Singh's wife. The work of Khalsa Aid year on year has progressed significantly. I think we're trailblazers in terms of we're really pushing the Sikh philosophy and the Sikh name out there on a global scale. Ravi keeps very, very busy. He's not somebody that's going to just sit at home. It's his passion, can't stop him. Obviously, as his wife, I'm always anxious when he's away. But at the same time, I have faith. I have faith in God that if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. I don't know, was on the way to Parkle, got onto it and it's closed, so it's jammed. It's like a massive car park.
Oh, great.
I thought I'd let you know in case you head back that way.
Yeah, we're heading toward the other way now, towards Somerset.
Oh yeah?
All right.
Over.
In 2014, early 2014, especially January, February, there were heavy flooding in the UK. I was in the car, my wife was here in the house listening in to the news, and a lady from Somerset, which is a county in England, phoned saying, "We are alone, we're flooded. Where are all these international aid agencies that come to us for money every day?" And the last person to call during the day was a guy called Jim Winkworth. He was the landlord of King Alfred pub in a village called Boroughbridge, in some small village. We said, "We can help you." He goes, "Yeah, come over." And when we got there, we couldn't believe it. The roads were closed wherever we go. It's flooded up to here. We turned that way, it's flooded. Everything was flooded. And from then onwards, we worked together with the local communities. And something clicked in that disaster. This humanity, this hope came up from the water. It rose so high you could not miss it. Everybody joined hands, from somebody with a £2 million house to a £200,000 house.
Tell me something else that would surprise you.
Somerset and the village of Boroughbridge is home from me. It's stolen my heart. But there is so much love. There's absolute love, unconditional love in these villages. I think it's an honor, a privilege, and a blessing to be associated with such good people. You think it'll flood again like that last time?
No, I shouldn't think so.
It's historical, yeah? I think what we should do, what we've done here, we should sit down and work out how we can use this experience working on other parts of the world. And we need to do more talks now you're free.
Yeah.
Can we do more talks about working together?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And
that's amazing, isn't it?
yeah.
And since we become friends,
Yeah.
you've been on missions.
We have.
You've been to my village.
I've been to your very home village.
Yeah, you went to see my village
Oh, amazing time.
in beautiful Somerset. Look, this is tiring. You shouldn't make me walk up here. Wow, look at that. This is your country, man.
Yeah, this is it.
This is where you live.
So all this here was completely
water, wasn't it?
underwater.
All you could
All the
see
way
was
around.
water. All that here, everything was just...
Yeah, man. Man, yeah, just sweat and soaking, wasn't it? It was just horrendous. Ah, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, man, finally. These fine built bridges, but if you're not holding somebody's hands to cross that bridge, there's no point. You can build a bridge and then look at it, what's on the other side, because you're too afraid to cross it. So we build bridges and we take people across the bridge. So look, don't be afraid what's at the other end of the bridge. It's like a tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and there is hope at the end of that bridge. You know what? The temperatures are getting worse in the Middle East, and it's very hot, so we need to go back to Lebanon. They need more food, they need more water, especially the children in the camp, babies that need operations.
When are you going?
6th of August, in about a week or so. So we go for like 4 days as usual, work with the locals, and then after that, we got issues to sort out in Iraq as well, a lot of stuff going on.
Are you going back to Iraq?
Well, yeah, we have to. Again, the temperature like mid-40s. A lot of kids have got skin problems. So that'll be just before the wedding. Just before his wedding, yeah. So don't think my sister's going to be happy.
No, she's not. I think you should be here for the wedding.
Oh, I'm here for the wedding, but just before the wedding.
And the run up to it.
Yeah, it's only a 4-day visit.
Can Iraq not be later on?
Well, you can't tell that to refugees. You got to be there.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was going away before the wedding. So that was like...
That's okay. They're used to it. Everyone's used to me going away.
Is it safe? Is it safer?
Nothing safe.
Okay.
Okay, we are in Baka Valley, about 5-10 kilometers from the border with Syria in Lebanon. No school? School?
انت قاعد بالمدرسة؟
You know, there's lots going on. The children, they need help. They come as refugees. They don't really have right to any education. But we mustn't forget these guys. They need us. So for me, Sikhi has given me that strength in the dark times when you're facing sitting on a border somewhere, providing aid, that you're here for a purpose. For me, eradicates the fear of death because you're born to serve. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm Ravi Singh from Khalsa Aid. Now when I say the Khalsa, what comes to mind if I say the Khalsa? You stand out. You want to stand out. So when you want to stand out, you serve people. You can't hide. So you have identity. With that identity, you have responsibility. The Guru is giving you that. And that's what you need to grow up in a world where you see a lot of darkness, but you have to be the light. This is your beacon. Your identity are beacons of hope. So we need to change the world. We protect nature, we protect humanity. Because you're the Khalsa. Coming to the UK, I had no idea why I was wearing a turban. It's only because my father did, my grandfather did, and if you didn't, it was disrespectful. You know, years of not knowing what real Sikhi was, what being a Sikh was, then to finding out how great the gifts are. We don't judge anybody. We're not, in the field to say, we'll help you if you do what we say. And that's the beauty of being Sikh.